on.
Who's
Elo. What's
Is
up,
that
B?
Elo?
That's Elo. That's Eric Logan.
You don't return my calls. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, Jesus
Bunch of
Christ. Jimmy, turn around.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Shit.
All right. Holy Jesus. Mother of God.
We're in trouble.
You know something?
You got bravo. You got balls. Bravo, Whoopi. Whoopi Goldberg in studio.
Wow. Good morning. Good to see y'all. I understand you've been sending messages for me to come and visit, so I decided I'd come up and see y'all because I know you were concerned about a couple of things, and I really wanted to clear it up, because especially the whole thing about the what do you call it, the what? The stuff that you put on
the sunscreen.
Yeah, the sunscreen. Because I know you were concerned that black people didn't know anything about sunscreen, so I thought I'd come up and tell you your mamas were wrong. They put the wrong shit on you. So let me just run through all of it.
All right.
So it's here,
All
and
right.
I'm pleased to see y'all. I'm pleased to see y'all this morning. Holla. What's up, boys?
This is so amazing. She's so amazing. Like, this shit is like super. This
No, you have no idea. Patrice, we've been beating her up the last 3 days. She just started doing a radio show.
Welcome
here in
to New York
City.
Radio. I just saw you the other night, by the way.
Where were you?
I was over at the Stephen King reading.
Was that amazing?
Very, very amazing.
The three of them, I was loving it.
And let me tell you something. I was sitting directly up front. I went through the auction, it's a great charity. Went through, got front row tickets.
Right.
I hear, and now let's introduce the star of Sister Act and stuff. Me and my girlfriend looked at each other and went, holy shit. Fucking Whoopi's coming out. If she looks down, oh no. I didn't expect it. We were laughing our asses off. And I said the next day I came in and said Whoopi was very funny at the podium.
It was a good night. It was a good night.
I go, you were in your element, and that was great.
It was very cool.
But the fact you two guys have been shitting on that show, should definitely now give you pause because she came in.
Shut the fuck up. You were right with us. You're an instigator.
I agree with the word.
And Patrice, just keep eating so you don't even have to talk on this whole thing.
Here's the deal. I knew that I was going to get something from somewhere. And so I expected it, and it was cool. So the fleas, what do you call them?
The pests.
The pests.
That's funny. Why aren't you doing this stuff on your show?
Because my show is geared to women in the morning, and that's what we're doing. That's why it's a whole different group. It's a whole different group.
It certainly is.
It's a whole different group. So I'm trying to be good.
Let's be honest. Did the One pest get to you? As you're sitting there?
You know what? It didn't get to me until I left the studio. And there were a couple of guys around, and it made me uncomfortable because here's the thing, I can't hit anybody, you know what I mean? So if somebody comes up to do something, my first instinct is that they're going to hurt me.
Right.
So they freak me out a little bit. But no, I'm aware of what you guys do. I know how you work, and I've known your show. You've been around forever. Wait, but everybody knows that.
I know.
Everybody knows that. But
why do they have to show up?
You ruined everything.
You really did ruin everything. Damn it. We had weeks in us.
I know you did. I know you did.
September, ready to go.
You can always come back and do it. But just let me establish the ladies first, please. Because here's what happened.
Yeah.
Because they jammed the
phone lines?
phones.
You can't talk to anybody.
All these women got really pissed off and said, you know what? If we can't talk to you, we're not gonna listen. And that kind of flipped everybody out. And
she's asking for a truce.
No, I'm not. I'm saying to you, you guys have been doing your show for years on both ends. And I know that a lot of people concerned. They said, why are you doing this? The truth is, I can't be me and still do the movies I used to do because people are too nervous about it. They just get big. You say one thing, they're like, oh, we can't work.
You can't say that anymore.
So you have to kind of
Whoopi Gibson.
No, he'll always work.
Yeah.
He'll always work. But you can't, so I think to myself, do I really want to go back and forth to California and beg for work? And here these guys said, we're not afraid. We'll put you on because we're trying to get to the women. I said, cool. Stay in New York, stay home, have a good time. I love you guys. I know you're out there silly as hell. But you always have been. You always have been.
I hate this.
Well,
we have to be with Whoopi.
No, you don't. You can actually be yourselves if you want to.
We were so excited. Hold on. I got to tell you, we were so excited that we were going to have a new enemy. We can't
I know.
Whoopi.
Now she comes in all nice.
Now we have to go.
Can we trade Jimmy for Cubby?
This is all fun, but
this is to me what a comic is. Like, this is what a comic does, as opposed to like an actor, like a pure actor.
Yeah.
Like the pure actor would just hide and nothing. This is a comic, just comes out and confronts it.
You know what? I
Diffuses the
thought
situation.
I thought I might.
Where's your next stop? Beirut? Jesus
Yes,
Christ.
listen, you know I don't fly. I
You
have to take
war
my bus.
wrecker.
I know I'm a bitch. But you know what it is? If you understand what folks do, if you understand the rag, and if you know what it is, then you can sort of deal with it a little bit better. But if you don't, and actors are sensitive, that they're not comics.
Yep.
They're not comics, and so they don't have the thick skin that we like to think that we have until somebody messes with us, and then our lips poke out, and then we, I'm gonna get him.
All insecure and stuff.
Yeah.
Down deep, all of us are like really insecure. So the best way to get around it is to just beat somebody else up. Aren't we awful people?
Just to make ourselves feel better.
But you know what? It's cool.
We can have our listeners call tomorrow and say how great you are.
No, they won't believe it. They won't believe it. But just if you tell them to call, it's cool to call. Just don't physically don't.
By the way, is that guy going to kick our ass?
Yeah, wow.
Who's he? He looks like he's like, why are you doing this, Whoopi? He's just waiting for a problem.
No.
Who is he?
This is my company partner.
You cool?
We run our company together.
You cool?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just
He's
want to
not
come
loving
in
this.
and
He's
say,
like, you don't like us. He's like, I told you not to do this. Get it over with and get the hell out.
I gotta
Everybody
say,
said,
Whoopi,
should
bravo,
we or
man.
should we not? And the idea of coming up and saying, look, here's what's happening. We're all trying to, make a little dough. We're trying to make a living, having some fun. And I thought I figured, again, I felt like I got a lot of telegrams from you to come over and visit. So
a lot of people are saying we're scared and stuff. No,
I gotta do it. She put a set of balls on this woman. She comes in.
We respect people that come to us face to face.
What are you gonna do?
What do you want them to hit me?
I know, right? The woman comes in here.
The reality is
sits down and just starts talking. What?
The reality is,
I did just tell the mic, didn't I? I just grabbed the mic and like, okay.
Yeah, that mic's been waiting for a while.
Listen, all you listeners, all you O&A listeners, we know that you're out there. We know you're having a good time. We know what you're doing. You got to give the guys kudos, man. You got to give them kudos. You can't be pissed that they're respectful. When I'm respectful to them, they're not going to smack me down. What do you think they're going to do?
You do a very different show than us, and that's why it's
Absolutely.
so easy to goof on.
Yes.
And we're not going for the same audience. But,
But
you just took away all our fun.
Yeah.
We played your demo tape this morning.
Who the hell are we going to rag on now? Do we have anybody?
We have to go back
Jim
to Jim Kerr.
Oh, God.
You
not
really-
Jim Kerr.
He's on 104.3.
Jim Kerr in the morning
Rock
crew
station.
or something.
I have to apologize to Whoopi.
Why?
Why did you say something really bad?
You read it in the paper.
Oh, you call me a bitch. Here's the deal.
But you have to apologize
It's
to.
true.
Why?
Because I said you don't know when I'm, and here's what I'm talking about.
Who's going to apologize first? Because you have
I
to
will.
apologize to.
I apologize.
Because you got to us a little bit with the Howard Stern thing.
I'm sorry. Did I really?
No, not really.
I didn't. Full of bananas. Full of bananas.
We just love seeing our name in the paper. We're in the paper again today, matter of fact.
Yes, you are.
So.
Yeah, we're publicity whores. We know it.
Whoopi,
Hey.
I apologize for calling you a bitch.
You know what? It's okay because it's true. There are occasions when the biatch comes out of me. See, you know what it is? I'm trying to remember all the stuff I'm not supposed to say, but I'm okay on because I'm on
it's satellite.
So I'm like, okay, don't say. Figure out a better way to say. It's a lot of new stuff.
Just forget all about satellite radio when you go in tomorrow.
Yes, because when I go in tomorrow, I'll be like,
hey, motherfucker, welcome to Wake Up with fucking Whoopi. And, could get in a little bit of a jam.
I could get.
By the way, that goddamn little theme was stuck in our head all morning.
Which one?
We played it all morning.
We played it all morning.
Do we have it here?
Wake up with whoop. How'd it go? Whoop.
We don't
Was
have
it-
here.
is
Why
it-
would
oh.
they? Well, no one knew you were coming.
It's
so
all
we're not
waking
telling
up with
for it.
Whoopi.
You know.
It's like a little jingle thing.
What?
Is it the
And we kept playing
the
it.
jazzy one, the one that's
Yeah, it's almost jazzy, like almost an old-time jingle with a couple of voices in
Right,
there and
right.
stuff, and it got stuck in our heads.
I'm sorry.
We were
So are you really
cursing
gonna?
you.
Are you really gonna try a nice show though? It's got such as a comic, you got such an edge to you. That's what I don't understand.
You know what it is? When I go do my stuff, It's mine. When I'm working for, just like doing the Oscars, when I'm working for them, I can be funny, but I'm on that mill. I'm on the treadmill.
Well, when you're doing a show in front of some Democrats, too.
Well, actually, were you there?
No, I was not there.
See, I wish I could find somebody who was there because, in fact...
Wait, what are you talking about, by the way?
She kind of ripped into the Republican...
I actually didn't.
Or it was reported,
It was reported. And that's the most interesting thing about this, is it doesn't have to be true anymore.
Yeah.
Someone can say something and it's right there, and people run with it, and then when it's not true, they say, oh, we're really sorry, it wasn't true. But when they're saying it, it's like, hey,
right.
But it's not that I hadn't done it, I didn't do it that night. I don't mind taking heat for stuff I do, but blame me when I do it.
Yeah.
You know, so it was a little bit disingenuous on their part to sort of make a big deal. But then
You've
it
been
was
known to pick on a few people, though, and be a little potty mouth sometimes.
I have no problem with potty mouth. I love potty mouth.
Yeah.
And I'm mostly on politicians. From either side. But see, whenever one side is talking about how much of a potty mouth I have and how much I rag on them, they never mention that I rag on the other side as well. I rag on everybody because they're all full of poo-poo.
You get that sometimes. We'll be talking, and then you'll get like
you see that I just said poo-poo.
You can say shit.
Happened to me?
Just say shit.
The left will call you like a right-wing lunatic, and then you say something else, and then you get
then the other side.
Yeah, the next feedback you get is the same thing from the other side.
You know, it's never ending, and after 20 years, I know this. You know, and you kind of go, yes, okay, I know this is going to happen. But you know, when I'm doing my stuff, when it's my stuff, when nobody else has to take any heat for it or any responsibility for it, then I can go berserk. But when it's about something else, that's what I'm doing. It's not so much that it's a nice show, but look at this, man. Look at all these papers. I can't look at them anymore. I can't handle it
But that's
anymore.
just it. Like, now you've only been on a couple of days, but is it hard to steer away from that? I mean, there's got to be some days where you wake up and go, God, I just want to rip this guy apart.
Wednesdays are my days to just, because we call it Kvetch Wednesday. And peeves.
Oh,
People are peeves.
You have to give every day a name.
Manners Monday.
Yeah.
We heard Manners Monday.
Manners Monday.
What was Tuesday?
Tuesday, you don't remember?
Fool everyone with fuck 'em Friday.
Speaking of which, have you gone and had your prostates checked? All joking aside.
Let me tell you. First one was last year. I just went back. I got in 3 months now. Is my next year, and I have to go get the. It's not fun, Whoopi.
It's not fun, but you know what?
Fun.
Do you know how many people I've lost so many male friends that it's become really like a pain in the ass crusade for me.
Literally.
But I'm tired of and your ass, not mine. My ass is fine.
And I picked a doctor for his credentials. You should go in first and see if he's like Diego LaMotta. You know.
So true.
You know, I want a little pencil finger guy. Dr. Pencil Finger.
A midget. Find a midget.
Have you?
No, not yet.
Please do it, please.
I'm only 27 though, so
it doesn't. These days, it doesn't matter.
I'm going soon, actually.
My youngest friend, who has had it, was 25.
Oh boy.
What's the symptoms?
I don't know. That's why you have to go in and get a PSA check. I really don't know.
But Patrice was just talking about how ugly his ass is.
You know what? I think it's
matter?
okay. I think it's okay. As long as you don't ask anybody to kiss it, it should be fine.
But a doctor is going to really not like... That's got to be a bad day for
I didn't say my asshole was ugly, I said my ass cheeks.
When you come in for a prostate exam, that's got to be like a bad day for a doctor.
No, not really. Not if it's clean.
I'm just saying.
I just wanted to know the symptoms. You know, if it's
just go
nice
get
young
it.
lad
Go get it.
Frequent urination and things like that.
I think that's
I think
a
it's
large
hard
prostate. But
Yeah.
you need to go and look.
You made me go. We flew back from L.A. one time, and I pissed so much. He's like, you should be checked for diabetes. He panicked me. I've been checked like 3 times since then for diabetes.
You're a hypochondriac.
No,
anyway.
I just pee a lot.
I am too, though. I can't watch House, that goddamn show.
So Jim started as a hangnail. House now has to kill 3 babies to save 1.
What the hell? What did he... I got that.
Can everybody that has a problem with you guys now come in to the station and
Yeah,
apologize?
because we are pussies in that way.
Can Jim Kerr come in and say, hey,
We don't even know what he does.
Richard
I just
Huff.
threw that name out.
just start trolling?
Richard Huff is a writer that wrote the story about us in the Daily News this morning. We had a problem with him he bashed the pests in our show and stuff a little bit. Had a problem with him. Got him on the phone. By the end of the conversation,
He was best friends.
pals. But we
best
can't
friends with him.
stand when people
So the
confront
secret
us.
is don't meet anybody because I know what it is.
Lock the doors for now
Whoopi
on.
Goldberg, let's be honest here. She's been around ever since Around the World in 80 motherfucking days.
Yeah.
The whole story, you understand? So when you see her, she becomes real. Just like if Mel Gibson with his goofy face and his Jew remarks comes in here, you could not bash him like you do on the radio.
Oh, you know, that Nuremberg trial thing really was a little overdone, Mel. I understand.
Hey, I agree with you on those. I feel the same way about those Jews and their
He was
leaflets.
just annexing what was his.
We're gonna have to lock the doors for now
You
on.
can't have it happen. No matter who comes in, you can't just go, oh, now you here, motherfucking Whoopi.
Right.
What was with that Ted Danson shit, motherfucker, years ago? You gotta come in there and I just bring it up old shit. I know.
I know.
What happened? Can I ask you a question?
Maybe.
Did you say it or do you have a problem with Oprah?
No. I've never had an Oprah problem.
What did I read about Oprah not inviting you to something?
Some
look at
a big woman thing.
And you was upset, or somebody thought you was upset?
No,
Was it you?
people keep asking me,
Eric
how
Logan
come you're
just
not
ran
there?
out of the
I keep
studio.
saying because it's her thing and she didn't invite me. That's okay with you know, if it's your party,
Right.
I can't be pissed off that she didn't invite me to your party.
Well, you know her for,
no,
going
I
back
don't know.
from
Here's the thing.
Color Purple,
all
right?
black people don't know each other.
No, but you were
all
in Color Purple
actors,
together.
yeah, but that was 21 years ago. We don't hang up. We don't hang out with it's it's just we're acquaintances, very, very mild acquaintances. So no, it's not something that I'm part of with her, and it's cool.
It
and
wasn't
people
her
keep
party
asking
for
me.
like very influential or powerful black women. Wasn't that the theme of it?
Mm-hmm.
Well then, I mean, even if you're not close anymore, I mean, you certainly fit into that list. I mean,
Well, perhaps I do, and when she gets around to her list and she changes it, I guess I'll get an invitation.
Will you go?
I don't know.
Good. That's
Whoopi
good.
has no idea what she has started. The pests are going to turn on us today as soon as she leaves.
I know. We're going to get the wrath.
You're kissing her ass.
We're going to get the
please,
wrath.
what's up with you pests?
yeah, exactly.
Pests, get a life. Be nice. You've been mean to me. Wait, no, I gotta talk to the pests. I didn't talk to the hand. Listen.
It's like Mongo.
Listen.
Don't shoot him. You'll just make them mad.
Don't do it. You have been doing some mean stuff to me down around the building that I'm in. There's no reason for y'all to walk up on me the way that you have.
Did they?
No reason at all. So, pests, I don't mind. I like the boys. The boys, they're doing what they're doing, but y'all don't have to physically scare me. There's no reason
don't
for it.
physically scare Whoopi. I've been telling
There's
you
no
guys
reason.
for 3 days to knock this off and to just let other people do their show. They don't listen because they want to be in the paper and it's hurtful.
Jimmy,
Hey, Whoopi,
I'm
could
pleased
you,
to see. Yes, baby.
could you thank us?
Tomorrow?
Yeah, because we,
Absolutely.
for the last 3 days, we gave you a lot of attention
Yes,
in
you did.
New York radio, and I think
Yes,
the
you
thank you's in order.
Didn't you
What
hear
do
me
you
say
think?
good morning to y'all?
Because even negative publicity is good. You know that.
No, it's not.
Sure
No, it's not.
Bad publicity's going. Oh, any publicity. That's what they told
That's
me
what they
when I
always
read
tell ya.
O&A fired on the cover of the paper. It's like, yeah, that's good.
Will you thank us tomorrow on your
I
show?
will. I will.
think you deserve
Absolutely. Can I give you all my best and tell you thanks for
Yeah,
making
Whoopi.
it at least
Thank you
fun
so much.
for me?
Absolutely,
And
Whoopi.
I'll see you. Can I come back sometime?
Yeah.
You
Okay.
can absolutely come back. And do you mind though if a couple times if you hit on a subject, can we just kind of
go
talk
for a
about
little?
it a little bit?
Please do.
If we're nice.
Please do it. No, and even if you're tearing it to shreds, it's cool. It's
Okay.
cool.
Thanks
It's
for
fine.
showing the rest of the country that we're a bunch of pussies.
We really are shit talkers anonymously. We're just cowards. We get behind the screen door with our mother and yell something and then hide. Bunch of sissies.
I saw her coming toward the door, and I just went.
That's what they want you to think, y'all out there. These boys,
we get a quick
they were
picture?
happy to see me. Absolutely.
All right, we gotta take a
We're
break.
taking a picture with our new friend. Deal with it, shitheads.
Whoopi Goldberg is doing Mornings Up Against Us on WKTU here in New York City. Thanks, Whoopi.
Thank you.
We'll continue. This radio show is getting weirder and weirder by the day.
You guys are pussies.
Oh, we're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to take a beating now.
Dude, the fans will understand.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. Let's go to Howard in Wisconsin. Howard, what's up?
Oh, I think we got to help out Whoopi by having Jimmy go in for a prostate exam. You know, I'm scared as heck to do it. And if Jimmy did it, then I think a lot of other guys would probably go out and do it too.
Could save some lives, Jimmy.
Jim,
could save some lives.
Could you do it live on the show?
I wouldn't care.
It's hack radio, but it could be funny.
Yeah, I guess it could be. If observing from a fucking safe seat with your trousers up. You certainly couldn't.
We'll have curtains and stuff.
You know something? You should have had a tape recorder on me a year ago.
Really?
Oh, the sound I made.
Oh.
That's what they lubed the finger up. I actually did have that last year.
You did?
Yeah, he fished around in there.
And
fine. I'm gonna shit. Oh, no, I'm not.
You don't think anything?
No.
Like,
I'm
it's
okay.
not like painful?
No, it is a little painful, but I also had, what are they called? When they shoot water up your ass to fucking get logs to come out?
Colonics,
man. And they feel the first time you get the tube's a little too wide for your asshole.
Oh, gosh.
But the thin ones after that.
All right. Hey, we're going off topic, though. These guys really want to kill us for a while.
They want to kill us, and we'll allow you.
They're not going to kill us. They understand completely.
Oh, sure they do.
The fans understand.
Rita.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Welcome aboard.
What's up, Rita?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm very disappointed in you guys for thinking you could trick us.
What?
Why?
Because you moved Patrice to the other side of the studio. You have an extra microphone sitting there. I was all excited when she came in. I thought you were going to shit your pants. It was hysterical. And then I thought about it. I said, wait a minute. They knew she was coming the whole time.
No, we didn't know she was coming the whole time. I had no idea she was coming.
Norden had absolutely no idea.
No idea.
Let's go to John in Jersey. John.
Hey, what's up, boys? Actually, I wanted to send you guys. I thought that was super cool for her to come in and, face you guys like that. Unlike who just sit in his little booth and not say a word.
Like Jimmy said, though, that's what comics do. You know, that's she's a comic, so.
Even on her show when we were, beating her up and giving her shit, the name was Opie and Anthony came up, and she was like, well, what guys? What are we dealing with here? Like, she wanted to kind of just address it on the air. That's what pretty much a stand-up does.
If we don't have an enemy, this show is screwed. we got to keep.
She did say we can still goof on our show, which is very goofable.
She just wants the pest to leave her alone as far as waiting for her and all that.
Yeah, don't approach her outside. Don't scare her.
Get the hell out. You don't go up to her.
We're hearing stories that some pests actually went right up
and
to
they
her.
Probably, here's the thing with the pests, they probably weren't being threatening. They were just being themselves and doing their silly stuff.
Threatening.
But she's never dealt with that. Other radio guys would probably go, hey, shut up, because they're used to it.
She said they walked up very close to her.
Yeah,
but it was probably just their big guts. Like, we're so close to her, and the face was about 5 feet away.
Yeah. Let's.
Yeah.
We're gonna roll through these calls as fast as possible. Bruce in Louisiana, go.
Yeah, I was just going to say you made up with Tommy Lee, you made up with Whoopi. Why don't you just go ahead on Letterman and make up with Stern live there on the 31st?
I sense he's being a bit sarcastic, not healing.
All right, let's go to Dugout Doug. Doug.
That was something that none of the other enemies have ever had the balls to do.
Yep.
That was something you got to respect about Whoopi.
Look at Doug. You magnificent bastard! I read your book!
I didn't even believe that she was in there until I brought the Pal Talk camera up. I thought it was just a complete scam.
Nope.
Jimmy's face. When Jimmy turned around, priceless.
Because I turned to the right and I saw Elo, who is, by the way, wearing the fucking... It could be the worst shirt ever made in any time period.
Elo's kind of known now for his bad shirts because he's on Pal Talk a lot, and people goof on his shirts.
It's unbearably awful. But I saw him walk by, and then she had already sat down by the time I realized she was here. I had no idea she was sitting next to me.
It's like a Little House on the Prairie picnic blanket.
Yeah, but yet it makes you nauseous when he walks by.
Bam and I were just talking last night about sending her a fruit basket full of bananas.
I don't
know.
See, you're awful people. Awful people.
Yeah, now do something nice for her.
Yeah, she was...
The pest can do something nice every once in a while.
It was amazing that she came in.
The fact that she came in, look, if she came in and started, like, trying to confront us, even if she brought people or something, I know, first of all, Opie would have been the first one. Shut up! Shut the fuck up! She came in, was civil, just sat there and confronted the problem. What then are we supposed to do? If you're going to bash us, that's fine, and for having no balls, fine. But I want to know what they would have liked to have seen us do.
This show is special. I'll tell you why.
Like retarded?
No, it's special.
Like silver, everyone gets a gold medal?
Because unlike other shows, from time to time, we don't mind eating our balls and allow
each other's.
That's right,
Jim. And allow you to listen to us getting our balls eaten.
Mm-hmm. It happens.
At times, that is great radio.
That's true.
It doesn't always have to be, oh yeah. Like Sarah Jessica Parker, she put us in our place back in the day. And we have no problem admitting it from time to time. Yep. We'll have to eat our balls.
William Donahue called in, and we wound up getting along with him. And there's nobody I hated more than William Donahue. And all of a sudden he calls in, and he's cool, and you get along.
Other shows will not allow you to listen as they get their balls eaten. That's a big difference right there. Let's go to Richie in Bayside. Richie.
I picture the biker scene in The Bronx Tale. All using chaps, Jimmy right behind you, she teabags you, and you all go to the parade after.
All right, let's go to Cigars and Scotch.
Hey, I hear Howie's going to fire up the chopper, cut his vacation short, and make an appearance in studio.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
Let's go to Joanne in New York.
Too much personal shit there to, like,
that would
give a fine how do you do to Howard.
Yeah.
Phony, though.
We didn't know Whoopi from a hole in the wall. I didn't know anything personal about Whoopi. I still don't know anything about her. We just knew that listening to our show was it stunk. We didn't like what we heard. It's not meant for us. It's fun to goof on, and that's what we did.
Let's say hi to Joanne.
Hi.
What's up, Joanne?
Hi. Guys, you let her kick your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for Whoopi, though, man. I mean, I'm a fan of both of yous, and she kicked your ass.
The fact that she had the balls just to walk in and sit down, and she wasn't nervous.
No.
She just sat down and fucking... She hosted the Oscars, I think, right?
Yeah.
I suppose
She's
fucking
great.
5 dummies in the studio isn't very intimidating when you host that.
It was a great show today.
And the pictures we took will be up on opieandanthony.com.
I'll be looking.
Hey, did Sam get the video as she was walking in? Or he didn't know, right?
Of course
not. Or did he know? You didn't get the video as she was walking in? Because
he's not going to stab another black person in the back like that.
No?
By videotaping them.
I got the commotion, not as she was. I was right behind her. I grabbed the camera as soon as I saw her through the door.
All right, but you didn't know.
So you got some stuff.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You were right behind her as she was walking in?
Yeah, I grabbed the camera.
Good enough, man.
If there were more people like you, L.A. wouldn't have burnt down about 15 years ago.
You didn't get her? She was in the cab coming from...
Yeah, all right. Well, the video...
Sam doesn't know. He's just struggling internally.
The video and the pictures will be up on opieandanthony.com. Eric is working on that right now. Let's say hi to Dan in California. Dan?
Hey, boys, what's up?
Hi, Dan.
I think that was pretty cool, but how long did you guys know about it?
I honest to God, I had...
He doesn't care. Chuck in Indiana.
Ramon. God, that must be awful if you're not a fan of the show to get Ramon.
Yeah. Chuck.
Hey, I want to say hi to the new wise guys on XM. 3 big pussies in the studio.
You ass. That ain't bad.
She treated us like a couple of brajos.
We got.
I felt like a bigger Malaladuke.
We got Tyra Banks checking in. Yes, Tyra.
Hey, I was wondering why Whoopi didn't mention me.
Tyra? Because everything isn't always about Tyra.
Yeah.
Well, this was, and I want to know when I can come in.
Well, we love your show. Love what you do, Tyra. Come in anytime. Thank you.
All right, let's go to Schwoogie.
Hey, guys. As a previous caller said, yesterday, Tommy Lee. Today, Whoopi. Guys are becoming quirky Opie and Anthony.
Schwoogie, you know we love your voice, right?
Yeah, I know.
You add a lot of great stuff to the Opie and Anthony show, but I can't get the visual out of my head, my brain that you might be 9 feet tall.
No. I'm about 6'2", about 260.
260. That's when I weighed in the 2nd grade. I have a big, tall guy. I had a glandular problem. It's what do they call that? Pituitary gland.
No, I'm normally proportioned.
Normally proportioned. Ooh. That's good. I could palm a Volkswagen.
Watch it out.
All right, he doesn't want to be goofed on. Let's go to Leprechaun.
First, second, now her. I'm running out of people to hate, man. What are you going to do? Bring on Carrot Top next?
You know what we're going to have to do?
Jimmy likes Carrot Top.
I like Carrot Top. I don't know if I did. I was there when he did Tough Crowd. He was a fucking funny dude.
A couple of instant feedbacks coming in. Patrice, how can you hang out in the studio with so many bitches? You were the only one that proved you were a man.
It's just, well, I explained it to him what it was. It's when you don't see them, it's a different thing, man. You got to be in their face. You got to be up in their grill.
We need to get a list of new people to hate because we're running out.
Fan.
We made good with Tommy Lee yesterday.
Let's attack Fan.
We made good with Tommy Lee yesterday, and now Whoopi today. This is not good.
Yeah.
This is not good for the show.
And it's always you.
You
called Tommy Lee a pussy.
Yeah.
We had to deal with that. And then you called Whoopi a bitch.
Yeah.
Had to deal with that.
Yeah.
And they come in.
But this does just go to show, though, like we are just faggots.
Yeah.
All right, the phones are still just lit. Greg in Georgia. Greg.
Boys, the virus is spreading down in Georgia. I know
What?
pretty cool the way y'all handled Whoopi, man. That was all right.
Handled her, she handled us.
Yeah, let's go.
She smacked our stupid faces. We said we loved you in Sister Act.
Let's go to Joe in New York. Joe.
I will not go that far.
Hey, guys, got to give you credit for eating your balls, and I got to give her credit for coming up there. I thought we were going to have a hot 97 East Coast, West Coast blowout there.
Yeah, she was threatening to tinkle on our children, and then she realized we didn't have any.
All right, let's go to Scott in Modesto. Scott.
Papa Booey, Papa Booey, Papa Booey.
Tara Reid.
Hey, guys, I just want to make sure I'm still coming in tomorrow at 9.
All right.
Tara, we loved your show. You're welcome to come in.
Oh, great. Wild on.
Right.
Wild on.
Brand new respect for Whoopi coming through the instant feedback here. Kara from Rochester. Fuck the naysayers. She had balls of steel to come into the studio like that and talk to you guys, and just because you treated her with respect doesn't mean you're pussies. You threw the gauntlet down and she responded, and it was great radio. O&A from Pittsburgh. I don't get it. You bitched about how shitty she was at radio. When she came in, you swallowed her fat cock and loved it.
Jesus.
Sounds
accurate.
like someone we know. We beat her up a little bit. We took a couple jabs.
I didn't.
A couple soft jabs.
I put my arms at my side and stuck my weak chin out and said, "Go on, slug it."
We had foamy like boxing gloves on.
Oh,
They were like Little Rascals boxing jabs.
big ace shoes on our hands.
Well, Joe from fullblownaids.com, a great fan site. I guess if Howard shows up at the studio, you all would blow him. Fucking pathetic. I'm done, pussies.
That's it. We lost a listener because
Bye,
of this.
Joe.
Bye, Joe.
Take care, Joe.
We hardly knew ye.
Rick from Rhode Island. I think you guys.
Joe's a boob.
I think you guys are more afraid of what happens when she leaves. It's like Frankenstein realizing his monster has turned on him. Jason from Missouri. You guys deserve a thank you. You folded like a house of cards, you lame fuckers. Let's say hi to Steve the Whistler. Steve.
Guys, I was wondering when I can come in for my apology.
And finally, Jason in Ohio. Jason.
Hey, guys, I got to give you props. I hope you're going to make her, first you made her apologize, and then you're going to make her thank you guys tomorrow on the air.
All right, that slipped past now. A lot of people aren't recognizing the fact that even though we were pussies, that Opie did make her apologize. And like he always does to people that do not have to, shouldn't be apologizing. And thank you.
And in fairness to me, I did point out that this show had poked fun at her.
Wow, Jim.
Jimmy.
You really did go out on a limb
I
there,
don't fuck
Jimmy.
around.
And
I'm
finally,
not starstruck, ever.
Tony Danza. Tony.
Thoughts and prayers. I'm coming in on Monday.
All right.
Guys, gotta say, love the show. Liked how you goofed on me and all.
Oh, Tony, we think you're great.
Yeah,
You're
dude,
wonderful.
They fucked you, because Ellen.
Could you sing a little bit?
All right, why don't we take a break? We'll regroup, get into something.
And as I look outside, I see hysterical comedian Dustin Diamond. You might know him as Screech. He'll be working his way in.
His big cock on the table.
Oh, God. What happened?
That is the only way we should have played it.
Who would want to be fucking nasty to her when she came in? It's like you don't feel nasty. Why force it?
I don't know how you would do that. What is it like? You fucking suck so bad. Get the fuck out of here. You don't deserve to even be in our studio. Like, is that it?
No,
I don't know. It's not the way
it's not personal.
Yeah,
it's a
like
business attack. It's just like you say.
It's not even a business attack because she is going for a completely different audience.
Yeah,
we just find things to goof on, and sometimes it's because we really hate the person. Other times because it's just bad radio.
You don't ever hate any person. What person do you really hate except for?
Mancow and Howard are two people that it's personal.
But no one else is.
It's
like Whoopi, if you don't know Whoopi, you're just trashing her because she's on the show.
Whoopi, yeah.
She comes in, it's like hi, and you're like, holy shit, you've been fans of her goofy movies, Super Cop and Cop 3 and what Ghost, Niglet Lawyer.
Well, she was.
Let's go to Donahue in Philly. Donahue.
Yo, last time I heard you guys shit your pants like that, you thought Bernie Getz was going for his gun.
Well,
Bernie Getz.
We really did think he was going for a gun that day.
We didn't shit our pants. We were
he ran out of here when we pissed him off.
Taking it back.
We were being nice to him. You broke his CD, he thought.
Oh, me again. Great. It's always me, right?
But Gotta give her credit. She did do her shit. So.
Yeah, she came in.
He ran out, and there's some kind of like briefcase thing he brought with him, and he started reaching in there like he thought he had a gun that he could use.
We did call her out on her shitty show. Someone's saying you didn't call her out on her shitty show. We didn't use that language.
Yeah.
Didn't say it was a shitty show.
We said something like, yeah, well, you know, different strokes, different folks.
Different folks.
That's kind of the same thing.
All right, we're going to regroup. We'll continue with Patrice O'Neal. We're leaving for Boston right after the show. We'll be broadcasting live from WBCN tomorrow. Patrice O'Neal, of course, part of the O&A Traveling Virus. Tickets still available through Ticketmaster.com. Are you disgusted, Patrice? OpieandAnthony.com has all the info on our O&A Traveling Virus.
Done with us.